Welcome back, and this is Baby Bandito part 2. And today we are going to discuss the continuation of Baby Bandito season 2. And basically, we ended up on the point where Baby Bandito escaped imprisonment, of course, and in season 2, he is going to steal his money back. He is going to take it back from the woman who basically stole it from him. But initially, Baby Bandito stole it from airport, of course. And currently, basically, his girlfriend, with whom he has a baby, they basically separate. They're not together anymore. But because of him hiding from the police, and basically she is focusing on her career right now. Genesis is a mom, and at the same time she's not missing this opportunity because she ran into this dude who is owning this club, and she basically happened to get auditioned to this club to perform on that stage. And this dude, basically, Axel, who is in crush, who is kind of considering her as his potential girlfriend. So everything just aligns perfectly for Genesis, but not for Baby Bandito, Kevin. And basically, she uses this opportunity because Axel basically giving her even a gun to protect herself, because Axel is the son of a criminal, and that criminal basically who initially came up with that plan of robbery, but who didn't execute that robbery because Kevin and his team, including Genesis, they basically stole all that money. But this dude Axel came to solve all the issue for his father. And basically, this dude Axel is a good businessman, and he is going to invest into Genesis and her career. He is going to make her a pop star. And basically, he asked his father to give him some good money, for that investment. And of course, that money came from the same robbery, from the same heist that Baby Bandito was involved. So basically they now, squandering that money, and Axel's sister basically gave him money. She basically invested into his project, and his project basically represents singers, like stars, and now Genesis, Baby Bandito's, let's say, ex-girlfriend, because they are not together anymore. And in this season too, basically a lot of focus on, not only on the heist itself, but the drama itself was just taking place, every episode. And the love triangle is just looming because we have this new character called America. And basically, while Baby Bandito's, Kevin's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend Genesis, is not there, he is basically finding new opportunity, and he basically going to find out what happened to his ex-girlfriend, but he's going to, cooperate with this woman, America, and her sister, Mystica, because they were working together in season 1, and basically this character was added in season 2 because some of the characters were killed in season 1 and they weren't really that interesting. So basically this recast, or not recast, but these new characters, they just added to spice it up a little bit, because the season one was not that really good. If we're talking about the, you know, the variety of characters, it wasn't there really, but this time it's here. And it's even better than completely focusing on Heist itself, because the robbery, the process of stealing that money is not enough. It's just, should be there, but it shouldn't be the real, like, the main focus, even though it's about stealing, it could be more than that. So they came up with this new relationship basically, and they put like a new potential love triangle, because now Kevin is with this woman and his ex-girlfriend, she is a star and she is already performing on the stage. And he basically, of course, ran into Genesis because he knew where he could find her. So he basically came and he noticed that she is already basically with another dude who is the owner of this club. So while he was basically hiding from police and went missing, another dude just, took advantage of this situation and invested in his ex-girlfriend and made her a pop star. There is nothing wrong with this, since no coercion or anything involved. It is so, just lucky for his girlfriend, for his ex-girlfriend, Genesis. But there is something wrong, of course. This dude, Axel, is a brother of another woman who is basically the main, reason why Baby Bandito, Genesis, and everybody else lost their money. Because this woman basically, she got all the loot from that robbery. She got all the money and she basically put it into her store, and she is investing in this project, and she is basically investing that money that Genesis and Kevin stole themselves. So she is investing their money into Genesis basically. And Genesis just stole that money herself, but she's not aware of that yet. But once she ran into this woman, she realized that she is now involved in the same shit, because she basically thought that this is a new beginning, but that past just, haunting her. But this dude, Axel, made sure that he has no intention to basically hurt her or to make this just like, to make it, potentially, something like trouble for Genesis. So he made sure that there is nothing wrong with this situation. And basically, his money and influence just working, and while her ex-boyfriend Kevin lost everything, this new basically man, Axel, he basically came from influent family, but he seems to be genuine, and he seems to be pretty much reliable. So she is she is basically letting him take care of her baby basically, which is of course pissing off Kevin, because he is currently hiding from police. He doesn't have any money, at least not that money that he had after that robbery, And Genesis is just focused so much on her career, and she basically can easily, live without Kevin. So she's basically taking advantage of this new acquaintance, Axel. And in season 2, basically, there is not so much, of like good script or something. It's just another robbery, which is just, overhyped, because this is not something like you didn't see before. It's something like pretty common robbery, which is just, money just hidden in some basement, and they are gonna just go and take it. So nothing special in that aspect. But when it comes to like characters and how they basically, making you watch it because just they are just interesting themselves, not the robbery, not the heist. This is like the least thing that I'm really watching this TV show for, because sometimes you have to just put that aside and enjoy something more than just another mediocre robbery, because I'm really just not into robbery genre. And after so many heist series, after so many heist TV shows, it's so difficult to come up with something original, and they really just made it like another, heist season without any like spice when it comes to the process of getting that money. It's only like, showing you the most common plan, the most common, places where that money could have been hiding, And so Baby Bandito is just about relationship and betrayal and, friends, and how, money can just solve some issues. But in this TV show, this is not the main, like, this is not the strongest suit. This is not the, like, something you would have, come for and just watch it. So I'm going to show you more about this TV show probably, but I'm not sure, because I will see if it goes right. I will, but if it's not, I'm not going to show another episode. But we still have Ugly Show, which is consistently, keeps the quality and never drops it. So the Ugly Show is still there, and we still have something. And I'm glad that Spanish basically shows, right now they are pretty much like, they are going to be frequently, and they are going to be more often, So I'm glad that we have some content. See you next time, and thank you. Goodbye.